Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves actually to be a player, to be partake in anything in the NFL.
A player.
Who knows? They might be done two quarterbacks and let a chance to open up. Yo,
Yo,
Cap.
Juanito, stop. It is over. It is over for Colin Kaepernick playing
Wow.
quarterback. Well. Look who it is there, also wearing a sweater in the middle of the summer. Samaria Terry.
It's short sleeve.
A short sleeve sweater? That is very Martha's Vineyard of you. What's up, yo?
You know, I got to ask you about the weather because it's hotter than hell in Nashville right now. How's the weather? You found this Coogee though.
I stayed Coogee down to the socks, rings, and watch filled with Nah, you know what? I just feel like because we have a special guest representing one of my favorite radio stations of all time, a very pivotal radio station in my childhood, my upbringing and development, I want to just be real retro and vintage today, you know what I'm saying? So this is a shout out to my East Coast bloodline. You dig what I'm saying?
How old is that sweater?
Yeah, you asking inappropriate questions, man. It's time for the fumble. Samaria, I'm ready for our special guest. Let's bring him in. Bam. Hey, yo, Fumble family. We have a special guest with us right now. I'm from Jersey, right? So there's like this radio station that means the world to me. I'm talking about Hot 97, 1-800-223-9797. If you don't know, you don't know. But we got DJ Juanyto's Hot 97 Zone in the building with us. What's up, family? How you feeling, man?
Good. Wow, I love it. Jersey is my back home. It's my second home to home. So I love Jersey. Love everyone in no matter the world. But yeah, shout out to Jersey.
Yeah, now where are you from in New York, fam?
I'm from a small town called New Rochelle, New York, which is next to Yonkers.
Yeah, New Rock City. You ain't gotta tell me, brother. Like 1, 2, 3 Pelham. You feel me? Come on, man.
You're like the first one that doesn't say, "Oh, you're from upstate." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm not from yeah."
Nah, my baby mom is from New Rochelle, so you know I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of hate for the city.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Yo, all right. Before we get into this first topic, right? I got a question for you, right? Because you also DJ Funk Flex's freestyles.
Yes.
Now I'm a huge battle rap fan.
Oh.
Y'all had Sue Surf up there. You also had Loaded Lux.
Ooh.
Who is the better rapper, Lux or Surf?
Oh man. Shout out to Surf. Surf been through it.
Free the wave.
I'm gonna go with Lux, man. Lux is Harlem, uptown. He's closest to my area.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Jersey. I know you would go with Surf, but I'm gonna go with Lux, man. Lux is a good guy.
Do indeed. All right. Samaria, my fault. I got excited for a second. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm back home.
I'm from Atlanta. I don't have any of all the connects that he got. I'm from the South.
Listen, I love the South. A lot of good friends in the South. So yeah, so much love.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And they be thicker than cold grits down there. Samaria, what's our first topic of the day?
Okay, so our first topic of the day, will Colin Kaepernick get another shot in the NFL? If he does, it will not be suiting up as a player, but as a coach. So Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh is saying that he offered Kaepernick a coaching position on his staff. Harbaugh told us that Colin is considering it and would get back to him at a later time. So is this an opportunity Cap should take? DJ, we're going to start with you first.
Ooh, I mean, Cap's a good friend of mine. His lady Nessa, who's also on the radio station with us, Nessa, and shout out to Katrina B. Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves actually to be a player, to be partake in anything in the NFL.
A
This
player.
be interesting. I think this will be interesting because it's interesting dynamic. He's been out for 8 years. I mean, there might be the possibility when who's their quarterback now? We don't care because it's the Rams, really, like whatever. But
They got Herbert. They got Herbert to charge.
Yeah, Justin Herbert, he fired. He nice.
All right, listen. Cat's my guy. If there's a chance for him to be in the NFL as a coach, I love it. Take the opportunity. Who knows? They might be done two quarterbacks and let a chance to open up. Yo, Cap.
Yo, Juanito, stop. It is over. It is over for Colin Kaepernick playing quarterback in the NFL. Listen, I'm a Kaepernick fan, G. I'm a Kaepernick fan. Like, I wanted him to have a chance to get back in the league, but at this time, we talking 8 years later, it's a dub. His last 2 seasons in the league, he wasn't performing at the same level that he once did, right? And I just want us to like release this idea that he has a chance to be a NFL quarterback again. That phase is over. I saw some news that he might be
Wow,
able to
this is
play quarterback
crazy.
in the Olympic flag football league, and I think that would be fire for him to win gold medal for a country that he has so many feelings, thoughts, opinions about how to make it better. But it's over as far as him being an NFL quarterback. I just want to, all due respect
Yeah.
to brother Cap, man.
I like that old take you have. Like Ikuji is an old take, but Cap has it.
Timeless though,
I've seen him work
timeless.
out. I've seen him really in the gym. I've seen him actually. Yo, he's in shape, man. He's better than. And look, majority of the second string quarterbacks. I think he has it, man. Don't knock it.
No, he's not. Samaria, what are your thoughts? I know he's not, but
I'm not denying that his talents are still there. I'm not denying that because I do think that he could possibly still. I mean, he can be a backup. He's probably better than a lot of these backups, but just politically, he's never going to get a shot. And I
Right.
think for Kaepernick, his whole thing was making an impact on our country, on our society, and he can actually now do that as a coach. And so I think that that's a great opportunity for him to take. Honestly,
Yeah. If it's the coaching, take the
yeah.
opportunity. Let's see where it goes. Yo, I gotta hope, man. I gotta hope. I gotta shoot my shot. Damn, don't let me.
yo, I respect it. I respect it. Listen, I'm a huge fan of Cap. Like I bought a Cap jersey, right? Like I'm one of those people who sat by and was in full lock and step with whatever he wanted to do next after, everything that took place with him some years ago. Now, what I will say, and this is just me being candid, like I really felt disappointed in the way Cap kind of faded to the back while we were all so riled up and ready to ride for him. It feels like he, just focused on his Know Your Rights campaign and providing suits for men, which is fire. But we needed him to be as vocal once the NFL took his career away about all the things that he was fighting against or fighting for, rather, by taking his protest. It just feels like he kind of let me down. And I didn't like the way that he disappeared to the background. He only feels like he pops up now when it's time to promote the Colin Kaepernick capsule, or he wants a shot at the NFL. Like we want to hear more about policies and laws and legalities that he feels need to be corrected. It hurts my heart that we don't hear from him anymore.
I mean, he's not in politics, so you can't expect that much. Being working in one of his Know Your Rights camp, I was at the first one. I helped him that day. I was fully participant. I had the shirt on. I just was there, and knowing him, I would say, man, he's really just was impactful to youth, man. I think it's more than what you guys really see. And I think there's another side maybe you should see, and maybe if I could bridge that gap and hopefully invite you guys, you may be able to see more. Because sometimes it's not what you see on TV. He's not really about being on a television screen like that. Even though those opportunities of him having the show on Netflix or him having other things, those are just opportunities you will get. If those opportunities came to me and I'm really about the youth, yeah, I'm gonna take it. That might help these kids out. So you gotta leverage what you can and what he got, man. I would never shoot a man down
Yeah,
because of what his opportunity has, and his opportunity, him
nah.
and being in the NFL should be the next step.
Yeah, as a coach is cool, but you brought up the show. Like I felt like I watched the show. I went to the premiere, right? It was dope to see him on stage with Ava and everybody. But
Yeah.
again, it only feels like we're only getting the public version of Cap when it's time to promote and market something. And I just would love for him to be more at the forefront of what it's going to take for Black people to receive their just due in this country. Because again, I think that he's somebody who uniquely galvanized the country. Like I stopped watching the NFL when they
Same here.
kicked Kaepernick out the
Same
league.
here.
You know what I mean? So that's how and I love football. So that's how passionate I am about his capabilities of being an important voice in our community.
Yeah,
Well,
I
to
agree.
or Rodney, do you feel like sometimes he takes a step back because playing is more important, and maybe he feels like if I speak up too much, then I'm really going to be blackballed, even though he's blackballed anyway.
I think he stepped up to where he needs to be stepped up to. And I think he doesn't say
Okay.
what he doesn't need to, or sometimes when you speak to him, he don't even need to answer. And sometimes saying less is best, and his actions spoke a lot. I think his actions in the community, whether across the country or wherever he goes, he shows the impact. And I think from his team at Know Your Rights Camp, and they just did a lot of great work. And I just think over time you'll see the bigger picture. I'm hoping he gets the job as a coach, and I'm just hoping he might get the shot. Yo, man, don't let me shoot my shot. He could be that quarterback, man. Listen, L.A.
Yo,
not too far from where he grew up at. I mean, listen.
Yo, all right, but let's be honest though. Like, what is Colin Kaepernick going to be able to teach Justin Herbert about playing quarterback in the NFL?
Man, he went to the chip though. He went to the chip. You can't knock that.
That was a phenomenal team, phenomenal defense, a lot of weapons.
But you know the
Like,
script. You read the script. The script comes out later this
yeah,
year. So when you get the NFL script, you'll get it. We saw the script.
Yeah,
it comes out every year.
What Cap did well, Justin Herbert doesn't do.
Yeah, if he ever is signed to a team, it would be more of a mentor role. When you see like these older guys get these 1-year deals, vet minimum, it's just to come in and just be somebody that can talk to the guy. I don't know.
Well, then they need to go.
I like her.
They need to put him in Chicago then with Caleb Williams. Because Caleb Williams, he one of them dudes, man. I don't know. When it's time to ride for the community, I don't know if Caleb Williams is going to be front line. He don't feel like he got that kind of energy.
He didn't show up today.
Yeah, we got to get Caleb with a little Colin Kaepernick afro or something, man, with the little pick. I just don't know. Yeah, you see Caleb. You seen Caleb's girlfriend?
Oh wow, this is
Dr. Umar does not approve.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They do need a mentor. Okay, you all let us know in the comments. What do you think? Do you side with Juanyto or do you side with Rodney? Let us know.
Oh, they're gonna come for me, which I love, and I take it. Yeah, I don't care. Bring it. Listen.
All right, let's move it along to our next story. With the WNBA season getting ready to kick back off after the Olympic pause, the Caitlin Clark effect is in full effect as the league announced that next year's All-Star game will be held in Indiana, where, of course, Clark calls home. Samaria, I have a question for you. Is the WNBA handling the public's interest in Clark adequately, or are they whoring out her celebrity? Great question. I know you like that one.
No, I don't. No, I don't think they're whoring her out. That's horrible. Or whoring out her celebrity.
Her celebrity. Very, very different. Very clear.
No, I think that's a good move. I think it's honestly, Caitlin Clark fans are going to travel wherever. As long as she's going to be in the All-Star game, they're going to go. But why not make it in Indiana? I think it's a great move. Juanyto, what do you think?
Yeah, this question's kind of throwing me off. I don't want to get mystified.
Her celebrity.
Yeah. Well, listen. Yeah, she's box office for sure. I mean, all the games been sold out. You can't knock it. Listen, I don't know what nightlight's happening in Indianapolis or Indiana. I don't know what's going on besides the guy who does the kicker from that team. I know Peyton Manning used to play. I don't know what happens in Indiana because their basketball team they got swept. All right, that basketball team they have in Indiana in the NBA, they got swept. That player that
didn't they beat the Knicks? Didn't they beat the Knicks?
We have the same record in the playoffs, same wins and losses.
Wait. Who'd y'all lose to in the playoffs?
Okay, we had the same amount of wins.
No. Who'd you lose to, bro? No. Don't skate. Who did y'all lose to?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The Pacers.
All right. Okay. Cool.
You're a Pacers fan? You're not a Pacers fan.
No, I'm a Knicks hater. I hate the Knicks.
Let's get back to WNBA. Listen.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, they're squeezing out all her swag, her juice, her flair, all that. Yes, they're doing everything they can, and why not? Listen, Cleveland wasn't popping until LeBron made it popping. Let's be honest. I mean, other than that, this is going to do great for Indiana. I think she's going to do great, and I think it's going to help. Because I don't know what else Indiana has to offer, because their men's basketball team doesn't do nothing really much. They just complain. What nightlife they do? Yeah.
You gotta, Knicks fans be so delusional. How dare you take a shot at the team that knocked y'all out the playoffs? So I'm not really a fan of the All-Star game being in small market cities, right? Even the NBA All-Star games, like they had their All-Star game in Indy recently as well. And it's just not a place that's conducive with having a good energy for a big event weekend like All-Star weekend, right? Like you can take the Caitlin Clark show and put it anywhere and it's going to flourish. The WNBA players should have had a chance to have an All-Star game in a popping city like Miami, like LA, hell, even Phoenix, because if you've ever been to Scottsdale, Arizona, it's crazy. New York, the list goes on and on and on. Nobody wants to go where the cornfields are to go turn up, after the All-Star game. It's just not a vibe. The flights getting in and out of Indiana are crazy, right? There's not a lot of direct flights there. It's just an inconvenience. Like you could have taken Caitlin Clark and put her in Las Vegas for the WNBA All-Star game, and it would have been booming. So
I think they're taking advantage of what's Indiana has to offer. Like, okay, you have the All-Star game, and then now Indiana just locked in all next year. I think WrestleMania. I think a lot of the other sporting events out there. I think Indiana has a not play into this in this sporting thing. So I don't think
Yeah.
you're going to see more than just this. They're going to surround it with other things happening in Indiana.
And they
Other
do a lot
sporting
of stuff.
events.
They had like the Olympic swim trials. They have the combine every year. So they do some stuff. And maybe they want to kind of butter her up a little bit so she'll compete in the 3-point competition.
Indiana hasn't been the same since Peyton Manning left. So let's be honest. What we talking about?
Until they knock the Knicks out the playoffs.
No, that doesn't count, bro. Win the chip.
Yo, just a little bit more on the Caitlin Clark effect, right? Like, just because there was a report that came out yesterday about her impact on not just the league, but her team specifically, right? So for the Fever, their jersey sales are up 1,200% from last year. Team store transactions are up 700%. Her team is the most viewed from NBA, NFL, hockey, any major sports league on social media by far over the last 4 months. I mean, she's having a financial impact on the league in a way that we haven't seen even LeBron James and Michael Jordan do. Like these numbers of growth indicate that the WNBA has really hit the jackpot and finding somebody to attach the league to and putting it on her back. And she's performing more than adequately. She's been a top 3-point guard in the league this year, as I told you before, Samaria. But we don't need to oversell her by leaving the other WNBA players at the unfortunate circumstances of having to be in Indiana for an All-Star game. That's supposed to be a rewarding weekend. That's supposed to be a weekend of fun. Like, we living it up. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? We popping bottles. Y'all know how the WNBA ladies get down. They're going to fly in some men. So I hear. It's like, it's fly outs popping. It's supposed to be like that. Ain't no Ritz-Carlton in Indiana. I'm just saying.
Do you think they win it? Do you have a chance to win it this year?
Hell no. Because a team can't make layups.
Ooh.
Yeah, so what's it going to take? She doesn't become a real star until she wins a chip, right?
Ooh.
That's where...
No. Can we stop that? No, that's not true. Stop.
Really?
Is Jalen Brunson a star? Is Jalen Brunson a star?
Listen, Brunson had the same amount of stats that Jordan had in the 91 playoffs. So, listen, Brunson's up there.
Yo. What do you mean? Jordan won a chip in 91.
Right. Brunson didn't do it because his teammates were injured. What are you talking about? Jordan, that team was okay.
Hey, yo, why are you bringing up Michael Jordan when we talk about Jalen Brunson? What are we doing right now?
Stats.
No, don't talk about stats.
Jalen is a breakout star. Listen, this year taught a lot about the NBA and what he does. He's bringing it this year.
I remember Devin Harris of the Nets made an All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen people have good breakout years. You got to do this for a long time in order to even be mentioned in the same breath as Michael Jordan. We got to be easy.
The only thing Brooklyn has right now is the Liberty.
I'm talking about the New Jersey Nets, not the Brooklyn Nets. Back in Jersey.
Oh yeah,
when it was in the swamp.
Yeah, they didn't do well. They didn't do well in the finals against Kobe.
We're not gonna do this. This is about WNBA. I want to keep it Caitlin Clark. Samaria, you have any closing words or thoughts?
Yo, the only thing good that came out of Jersey is Jersey's a dirt road between New York and Philly. So let's keep it right there.
Not the dirt road.
Hey, Samaria, stand back for a second. Samaria, clear it out. Hey, yo, Juanyto, I'm gonna be fully honest with you, beloved. I'm gonna give you the key fleet. First and foremost, I feel like you are very aware of how special New Jersey is. Besides having better pizza, better people, and better music.
Pizza? Yo, bro.
We cooler than y'all. We smoother than y'all. We got the greatest female hip hop artists of all time. We got the greatest vocalists of all time. The person that's leading the media landscape right now is from where? New Jersey. Of course, I'm talking about my dog, Joe Button.
I forgot. The rapper that you mentioned has not got no Grammys and nor has had any hits besides his first one. So what are you talking about?
Y'all got Ice Spice. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Don't do that. Don't
you want
do
to talk
that.
about New York Collective? I'll say one name that wipes Joe Button's whole career: DMX. Oh, Jadakiss.
He from Yonkers.
Right.
Oh, now y'all. So now New York City wants to claim Yonkers? Heard you. Got you.
Oh my God, he forgets.
Y'all also got Puff.
All right.
You guys got Jaheim. Listen, this banter that we're doing, you'll see a lot more on a project that I'm working on with me, my man DJ Nuff, soon. I can't release
Okay.
what it is, but it's a collaborative project between High 97 and MSG Network. So when we release the full thing, we'll definitely invite you guys. Jerseys included. So we love Jersey. You're more than welcome. Yo,
Appreciate
this is
that.
fun, yo. This is like barbershop talking back and forth. I love it, man. Yo, this is dope. I love
Yo,
it.
that's amazing, man. Congratulations on the new endeavor. That's fire. We look forward to that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are fun.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you. I didn't know you know my man Shawnee Culture. I got to shout my man Shawnee Culture one time.
Yo, that's my dog, man. We had us a time out in Barbados, man. You know what I mean? Can't talk about it too tough on here, but it was a good one.
I love it. I love it.
Yo, Juanyto, we appreciate your presence, man. Anytime you want to come
Love.
on here and be killed over your love for the Knicks, man, you know, by all means, pull up,
I'm
hit our
ready.
line, tap
I'm
in
ready.
with us. You know what
I
I'm
didn't know what to
saying?
expect. I
Yeah,
didn't know what to
yeah.
expect. My bad.
And I'm gonna get you a Coogee sweater too. I'm saying I'm gonna hold you down. This is
I'm
It's
good.
flavor.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm all right.
No
I'm
doubt.
good. I'm good.
Hey, but fans out there, y'all let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Is the WNBA doing an adequate job with Caitlin Clark's celebrity, or are they doing too much and forcing her in fans' faces?
All right, so we know Tom Brady was at the Olympics witnessing greatness as Team USA men's basketball defeated France for the gold medal. Afterwards, he was asked to make a football roster with the players on that Olympic roster. He had LeBron and Devin Booker as his wideouts, Anthony Edwards in the backfield, Joel Embiid and AD as tight ends, and then he had Jason Tatum at quarterback. Rodney, what do you think?
Tom Brady done lost his damn mind. Them hair transplants and got into his brain and then fogged his thoughts. I don't know what the hell's going on. He is tripping. Listen, man, that squad is awful. Let me tell you how I would structure a football team around Team USA. Just naming the players and the positions, right? So at quarterback, without question, I'm going Steph Curry. He has a bionic arm, pinpoint accuracy, whether he's on a basketball court or out there playing golf. Steph is a special talent. He has an ability to just land things in a very small, tight window. And I think that would make him a phenomenal quarterback. Again, arm strength is crazy. You know he can launch a ball 60, 70 yards in the air, right? So that's my QB. We got Steph, okay? At receiver, I'm going Ant Edwards and Bron, right? Ant, physical, tough, across the middle. Is not afraid of contact, can go up and make big catches. And, of course, in Bron, you got somebody who can run them fly routes, them 9 routes, straight down the field, make big plays down the field, big, huge, physical wide receiver, but also can go up and make plays at the apex of a high throw. Right? At running back, I'm going Drew Holiday, right? Tough, hard-nosed defender, strong legs, stout, constantly, sliding his feet on defense on a basketball court, on a football field. That translates to forward motion and momentum, and even breaking through tackles. He's just extremely tough, is not afraid to take a hard hit or to give one. So Drew Holiday would be my running back. And at tight end, first and foremost, Joel Embiid is way too big, soft, always injured. He cannot be no tight end. Like, that's crazy. Anthony Davis, same thing. He is, he hasn't been hurt in a long time, but historically, he used to get hurt quite frequently. Shout out to him for taking his health seriously and prioritizing his offseason workouts to strengthen his body. But neither one of them should even think about being on the football field. So for tight end, I'm going Bam Adebayo. Right? You got Bam at tight end, big, physical, strong, stout, can take a hit, can give a hit. He's going to block. He's down to do the dirty work, but also he makes huge, spectacular plays. Phenomenal athlete in his own right. And, of course, he's from Newark, New Jersey. That's right, Newark, New Jersey. So those are the 5 players that I'm rolling out with to play football on this Olympic team.
I didn't think about Steph, but I do like him. I was leaning more towards LeBron just because of leadership. Obviously, just his ability to just take over a game. And maybe because I went to Auburn and I'm so used to Cam Newton, like the biggest person on the field, just taking over. I feel like that's LeBron. And he's going to rally everybody in the locker room and he's going to be like, look, either we going to win this game or y'all can go sit down, but I'm about to go win it myself. I like Bam at tight end. I like Anthony Edwards though at running back. I mean, he just gives me I don't know. Who does he remind me of? I like Drew Holiday too, what you just said, but I think Anthony Edwards is a little bit more, he got a little bit more dog in him. And I feel like in order for you
that's a wild statement. Okay. Dog than Drew Holiday?
I mean, he's from Atlanta, so we're gonna go with the Atlanta, just like you went with Bam in Newark. Or
Okay.
however y'all said.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
went
Like,
with. I've been working on it. Newark. I feel like he has a little bit more dog in him, being from Atlanta, and he gives me like thumper. He gives me bell cow. Like he gives me
but you
like
don't feel like
Derek.
he's too tall to be a running back? You know, at 6'5", that's a really, really tall running back. That's a lot of
I mean,
target area for
everybody's
defenders to
tall.
chop. Yeah, but
Everybody's
Drew Holiday, I
tall.
mean, at least he's like he's a little bit shorter. You know, he gets lower. I feel like Ant plays, so you're almost putting him at a disadvantage because he's not going to be able to do the thing that he does best, which is jump really high. Whereas Drew, he's not known as an above the rim player. He's down, he's lower to the
Who?
ground, lower center of gravity.
You
Huh?
ain't seen Derrick Henry leap over people. You ain't seen Bo
That's
Jackson
a
leap.
that's a
Come on.
rarity though. Them brothers is like 5 and 10. Well, Derrick Henry's 6'5".
Right, that's what I'm saying. He would be like a Derrick Henry, how big he is. Like he looks like he's lining up like a tight end, but he's a running back. I like Ant Edwards at running back. Everybody else is fine.
Okay.
I do like Bam at tight end. Joel is too big and too slow to be a tight end.
Way too and always hurt.
Yeah.
You know, like so maybe I don't like Ant at running back because I would imagine it would look like Brandon Jacobs. I don't know if you remember Brandon Jacobs played for the Giants for years. He was our starting running back. He was like 6'3", 6'4", right? So he was a really, really tall running back, and he used to tiptoe to the line, and he used to piss me off. Oh my God, this big, strong human being would never just hit the hole and run with his head down. He would. And so I think in my head, visually, I'm thinking somebody who's tall like that, it might be a little bit slow to just hit a gap. Whereas I feel like Drew Holiday is he's just gonna put his nose down and try to get every last yard. Sorry. Giants torture.
You know, we didn't pick anybody for slot receiver. Maybe put like Tyrese in there.
Tyrese who? Tyrese on a football field sounds crazy. That sounds wild. You better off putting Derek White out there, letting him be the black Wes Welker. Like that's that actually wouldn't be bad. He's tough. He doesn't really care about his role. He doesn't mind getting his bell rung. He's willing to do any and everything. Like maybe Derek White, but Tyrese Halliburton, his hairline is too good to play football. He it's just no. Oh, did you see Tyrese Halliburton get out of that sprinter in Paris after they won the gold? And
no, I didn't.
It was Dr. Umar did not approve. It was not Dr. Umar approved. I'll tell you that right now.
I did like that he was a really good sport about his role on the Olympic roster. Yeah, I like that. He can laugh at himself. But I did not see him get out. Who did he get out of the thing with?
It was a lot of snow. Not Dr. Umar approved.
But is that listen? You're gonna have Dr. Umar on the show.
I would love Dr. Umar on this show. Are you kidding me? I am a Dr. Umar stan account. I love Dr. Umar.
Oh man, you and Dr. Umar. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look it up, but that doesn't surprise me though with Tyrese, honestly.
Okay, well, y'all let us know your thoughts out there in the comment section. Do you feel like I assigned the players from the men's Olympic basketball team appropriate positions on the football field, or did Tom Brady get it right? Me versus the GOAT. Y'all let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Okay, so now on to the fumble of the week. It is a very critical moment in time for women in this country, Samaria, as I'm sure you of all people well know. You all's right to choose what to do with your bodies has been infringed upon by our government, and there's some out there who think they can just walk up to you all and grab you by the genitalia as a generic greeting of some sort. Weird to me, but that's just what some people think they can do. There, of course, has been some really good things happening for women in this country of late. We have a black woman running for president as the face of a major party. Kudos, shout out to Kamala. And there's been a huge uptick in the investment into women's sports by corporations and fans alike. But every time it seems like there's a giant step forward for the fairer sex, there's something that happens that attempts to reverse course any momentum that is building. This week in federal civil court, De'Ara Kahambi of the Los Angeles Sparks filed a lawsuit claiming that she was the victim of the Las Vegas Aces by means of intimidation, discrimination, and retaliation for, of all things, being pregnant. Now, Hamby was subsequently traded in January of 2023, and like I said, she now plays for the Sparks. Until this plays out in court, though, I cannot make a definitive statement in favor of the accuser or the accused. So the fumble of the week this week is going to a general fumble of the week for any entity treating people discriminatorily, for any company and or individual targeting those who are vulnerable in our society. These stories are the kinds of stories that really throw off the good energy surrounding a league that is quickly becoming must-see television. You just simply cannot make women feel intimidated to live full lives, man. And if it comes out that they wanted De'Erica gone because they ain't like her game, then let that also be a reminder to athletes out there that everything is not personal. So a very generic, broad fumble of the week this week, because I wanted to just have this conversation to a degree on the show today, Samaria. But let me know, what are your thoughts on this lawsuit?
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely terrible. Just like reading all of the documents. Of course, we know that De'Erica is alleging that Becky Hammon asked her if her pregnancy was planned. They are were assuming that she was not going to be ready for the season, which in fact she was. I mean, that's just so crazy to think about. She had her baby in March. The next month she was there for training camp, and then the following month she started the season and she played 40 games. All 40 games. She did not miss a game for the LA Sparks. And so I mean, obviously, whatever she alleged in the beginning, the WNBA did their investigation. They suspended Becky Hammon for 2 games. I think what's going to be really interesting for me is the WNBA Players Association versus Becky Hammon's team, because we've already seen the Aces stand beside her in this. We saw Asia, we saw Kelsey, we saw Candace Parker say we stand with Becky. But the Players Association is standing with De'Erica. So I think it's going to be really interesting. In like, once, like you said, all of this comes out, I'm just really like, I just don't know what's going to happen, because I think at a certain point, Candace has children, but Kelsey and Asia, those are the only 3 women that I saw speak out publicly for Becky, but I'm sure most of the other players did. But Candace is a mother. And so I think it's going to be interesting to see if De'Erica's claims are substantiated. Is she going to change her tune? I don't know. I think also one other thing that was weird in the lawsuit was that De'Erica actually wanted them to rescind the trade. She wanted to go back to Vegas. And this is all alleged in the documents. But I thought that was so weird. I'm like, after you said these things or alleging these things, why would you want to go back and be up under that coach?
Well, the Aces are the premier team in the WNBA, right? They are the defending champions. And they also have a lot of perks. I don't know if you've seen their players' locker room. It's phenomenal. The arena they play in is brand spanking new. And I believe, I don't know if you remember, but last year there was, after they won the championship, I can't remember who it was, but they offered the players of the team like an additional $100,000 or something like that, just because they played for the team and had won a championship. And it wasn't the organization. It was like some local Las Vegas businessman. So there seems to be a lot of perks that play for that Las Vegas Aces team. Again, even the colorway of the organization just looks strong, powerful. So I can understand wanting to stay there. Yeah, well, listen, Las Vegas also tax-free. So there are a lot of implications. You got to go play in Los Angeles where the taxes are crazy out here. So that also cuts your salary. So there could be a number of factors that steered her towards wanting to go back to play for the Las Vegas Aces. So, you know, I don't want to assume any of them are true or false, but I just can understand desiring to stay where you are. One, because of comfortability. It could be schools, a lot of different things, you know, whatever. But this is an interesting story. It's unfortunate, you know, in either direction. There does seem to be a real potential here for this to be an ongoing issue for the WNBA, right? Like, how do they navigate these situations and scenarios where, you know, we want to win a championship, you're about to have a baby, like, you know, your life is kind of messing up the business model, especially if you're a key player. I don't know why are you shaking your head? No.
Because I'm saying that just sucks. Like that, I'm saying I hate that. I hate that is women's sports is, you know.
Well, what are your thoughts on that as a woman? Yeah, like
I mean,
what are
like
your
I
thoughts
said,
on
I think it really sucks. But if you play for a franchise that's like, okay, we'll just pivot, but we still want you, not a franchise that's going to accuse you of signing a contract or a 2-year extension while you were pregnant, because that's what she's alleging in the documents in the lawsuit. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I just think it's horrible because I don't know if she planned it or not. Like no one knows. But she's saying that it wasn't. It was unplanned. Her pregnancy was unplanned, and she was thinking that she was going to get the backing from the Las Vegas Aces. In turn, they questioned her character and said that she was doing this basically just to get a check and that she wasn't going to play. But then she proved them wrong because she literally went and that's what I'm saying. I can't even imagine being pregnant. She was working out and training up to 7 months. She had the baby. 2 months later, she started the season and did not miss a single game.
Yeah,
that is
that's
like, I
that's
mean,
a superpower. That's a superpower.
Yes, super.
That is. All right, so let's remove De'Erica's situation from the equation, right? Like, let's just say you are the general manager of a team on the precipice of winning a championship, right? You're entering a season. You're about to enter a season, and a player that you are, really relying upon to help you get over the threshold of winning a title is pregnant, right? How would you handle that situation? What is your thought process in figuring out how to overcome a pregnancy in order to win the ultimate goal of the business, which is to win a championship?
I mean, you pivot, you go out, you find somebody. The season had not started. You can go pick up somebody. I mean, honestly, they went on and won a championship without her. So, I mean, not to say that she wasn't valuable for the team. She was. We can see what she's done in 2 years in Los Angeles. But yeah, you just have to pivot. You can't accuse them or blame the woman for getting pregnant because that's just a natural part of our lives.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very tricky.
It's very nuanced. It's
and
very,
you can't
very
just say,
nuanced.
I'm going to trade you.
You can't, but you
can't. Legally, you cannot. You cannot trade a player off of race,
you can trade. You can trade, right? I don't think you can cut. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the legalities around that because trading someone is not the same as cutting them and saying that you are firing them.
Documents say that you cannot trade a player in the WNBA for their race, their sexual orientation, all that type of stuff. Religion,
but pregnancy. But wouldn't pregnancy, and I don't know, so don't kill me. But wouldn't a pregnancy almost be like a torn ACL, right? Like it's an impediment to your physical ability to do the job. And so,
but in De'Erica's case, it was not.
I have removed De'Erica. I'm just talking about going forward in future situations. Let's remove De'Erica's situation out of the equation. I'm just saying, does it not pose a reasonable understanding that, hey, if somebody is physically incapable of doing this job, I need to trade them elsewhere so that we can get somebody in here who can help us win and actually is physically capable of being a part of this team. I don't know how you manage that. I don't know.
I don't know either. But this is going to be very interesting to see. Well, the WNBA has already done their investigation, but what comes out of this lawsuit, because there's no denying that Becky Hammon is an amazing coach, the best. But is she a good person? We gonna have to see.
Yeah. Yo, let's wrap it up because I don't want to get in trouble. So y'all let us know your thoughts in the comments section about this lawsuit between Becky Hammon and the Las Vegas Aces and De'Erica Hamby.
All right, that's all for this week. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of The Fumble. Make sure to subscribe to The Fumble and at The Fumble Sports on all of our social media platforms. Of course, we deliver the latest in sports every day on our YouTube page with our girl, Jackie Ray. And then every Friday right here at The Fumble with myself, Samaria Terry, and my crazy co-host, Rodney McCoy.
Yeah. Good episode today, Samaria. You did your thing. And your hair look good, too, if I didn't tell you already.
Oh, thank you. I did it.
What's that thing? Part down the middle, cute face. Hey, let them know you properly moisturized.
Oh, Lord.
We out of here.